AI is gonna take over sales. This is where I hear all the fucking time by several people who have no fucking idea. And they're wrong, but at the same time, they're right. I'm gonna be explaining to you in this video, in a short, concise way, how the future is gonna be with AI, and if it makes sense for you to even go into sales, considering how things are going to change. So, the first thing that you need to understand is that why is everyone afraid of this? Everyone has a shitty job that is slowly being replaced by AI. Even jobs who you had to get a fucking degree of are being replaced with the AI consistently. So the whole point here is, okay, if these people who work their asses off for a long time are now in a position where they will be replaced, how the fuck do I know if I'm not gonna be replaced either, right? So this makes sense on a logical point, but you need to understand that every job has its own nature. So let's take music, for example. You could say that AI can make great music, and it does, but even though, and I heard a couple AI songs, they're really good, but it's missing the originality point. In the future, painting, music, dancing, activities that are more artistic are going to be the highest paid ones because even though AI could replicate that, and it's very fun to see a robot dancing, it won't have this unique effect. Okay? I'm pretty sure that AI right now can make paintings work better than everyone in the planet. But at the same time, what's so unique about that? A fucking kid can do it. So having the capacity to do things by hand is what determines the price of it. Yes? And it's gonna be the same with sales. Why? Because sales is a skill that even though you can put a fucking bot to talk to you and give you the best objection handling, it's a skill that requires a lot of trust, of human interaction, and a lot of conversational skills. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of fucking losers out there teaching you sales by reciting Julius Caesar, like, let's recite Shakespeare or whatever the fuck, or asshole gurus teaching you forced tonalities or whatever the shit, all right? Or being super pushy, super salesy, whatever. The point is, you got all these people teaching you wrong ways of selling, but some people teaching you the right way of selling, which is to really create a connection, to really understand, to really help the other person overcome their fears and anxieties and problems just by being a fucking leader, right? So the people who know how to do sales, like I was just describing, will be this type of unique character, this craftness that will be highly valued. Yes? So as long as you're not in this stupid team who are just reciting Julius Caesar, if you're in this team, you will not only make a good decision by going into sales, but the fact that AI will be enhancing everything will be a big ass benefit to you. Because now you can highlight yourself more and you're gonna get paid even fucking more. Okay? So the whole point here is it a good idea or not for you to go into sales? And if you're in sales already, am I concerned? Should I be worried about this? Well, here's the reality. Obviously, I'm not a fucking visionary of the future. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, obviously. But at the same time, all you need to do is be critical. Just like have this critical eye. Think about stuff in a good way that is logical. If sales in a conversational way is a unique skill that AI is not gonna replicate, and even if it does, you will know it's fucking AI. I know that I have a tremendous advantage. Yes? There are multiple aspects that makes sales in closing style irreplaceable. And I want you to think of it like this. If you just received a call from AI, you will have zero guilt in hanging up. Zero. However, if I start a call and I introduce myself and I genuinely look at, I want to know from you, even though it's kind of known today that everyone wants to fucking call you, there's still a bit of guilt, shame, awkwardness if you just hang up on people. Because you care, because there's another human fucking being trying to make a living. Yes? And you know that. So just on that aspect alone, you would be missing out badly on it. AI will never defeat it. But I think everyone should understand that some positions in sales as SDRs or appointment setters will be taking a hit. Not today. I don't believe that today that's gonna be, but it depends on when you're watching this fucking video. But in the future, an appointment setter should be in trouble because a message with the AI as it is today, I still believe by far that a good appointment setter can win at this shit and can be better. But in the future, AI is just gonna build the same level of skills as messages or even better. And because they're messages, no one gives a fuck. And then it's gonna become really good at sending voice notes, which is, again, appointment setters are gonna be erased, unfortunately, for appointment setters, not for business owners, clearly. So the whole point is, so that's gonna happen, but on calls, and I know this for a fact, some people will start using AI for closing calls. They will either have an automatic thing that it just calls you and you do the whole negotiation there, or an avatar. Fuck, this is gonna be fun to see where this is gonna go. But they're going to realize that the results that they're gonna get are gonna immediately start dropping. Because even though AI can be as good as a good human, or even better than a normal closer, that lack of the human interaction makes it so easy for the other person to say, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to do this. Imagine AI trying to objection handle you or putting you pressure. You just hang up. Why in the fuck? You just hang up. People hang up on other people when they're doing closing calls. Do you think they're not going to do it with AI? It's stupid. So the whole point is, I believe that business owners and a lot of offers are going to start using a lot more AI sales representatives for appointment setting, and some are going to try it with closing calls. And the predictions are obvious. With appointment setting, it's slowly going to take over, but with closing calls, it's going to fall. It's going to be rejection after rejection after rejection. So the whole point here is, what should you do to take advantage of it? Number one, should you be scared or afraid? No. Actually, I would recommend that if you're in a position and your boss tells you, hey, I want to try AI, just do a split test and tell him, okay, let's do it. Give me five out of 10 calls and do the other 5 with AI and see what happens. Now, obviously only do this if you know what the fuck you're doing, right? If you have no idea what you're doing, if you're a bad closer, then I don't recommend doing this. If you're a bad closer, you got to learn from the right people, my man. And if you are a good closer, well, then you should like the fact that AI is taking over so much, because it's only going to allow you to shine, to be brighter. So the whole point here is AI will take over the most basic communication ways. However, the most complex ones that are talking with other people, being conversational, being able to explain the stuff, creating a relationship. You want to work with people because you have a good relationship, you believe in them. If I call you out of the fucking blue with AI, what the fuck it's not gonna do to you, man? All right, so just a quick video. I wanted to explain to you guys where sales is gonna go with AI, all right? So that you can understand that, yes, this is a massive shift, but as long as you're a good closer, you should not be afraid of anything. And if you have no idea how to be a fucking good closer, I recommend of learning from people who really know their shit. Now, obviously, I'm one of them, but maybe you don't like me. Fucking fine now. So what should you do then? I recommend doing research, okay? Do some research on the people that you might would like to learn from. Do they have good students? Do they have a good community? Have they accomplished stuff by themselves? Have they? Or they just made everything through coaching? Right? Have their own students, how much money they made. It's like, there's so many factors that you should be taking care of, so that when you make a decision, you actually make a good decision. Because everyone tries to shove down a product down your ass, right? So the whole point is, okay, how do I know this mentorship or this fucking guru is not shitting on me? So just do your due diligence, study it, and realize, I can really believe this guy. This guy knows his shit. So go with that person. Don't try to figure out things alone. Otherwise, you're gonna get fucked, bro. You're just gonna get fucked. So the whole point is, AI is coming. It's already here. It's already taking some jobs. And if you're not good, it will destroy the fuck out of you. So get good. Build good relationships. You're gonna be able to make more money, close more clients, have better standards in your own company with your boss and with everyone who works there. So just become fucking better. Become a better player, and every player will want to play with you. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you realize that doing it alone is not the fucking way, and definitely not joining some cheap ass course either. All right. So that being said, I'll see you in the next video. And until then, happy hunting.